Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to the Batter Box podcast. I'm Brother Mike here with my usual partner in crime, Shope in the building. That's when we clap.
I am Chape. Thanks for Brother Mike for having me. Let's go,
All
Mr. Mike.
right,
Get it done.
let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. So today we're going to be talking about the BobRisky saga with VDM, as well as the EFCC, and then the prison, and then Fowles the bad guy, the son of Falana and Falana, just everybody. Like, what is going on? So the latest, just to catch you guys up to speed, I know you guys have seen a lot about this, but the latest is Falana coming out and denying that he knows Bobrisky. Falana came out and said he doesn't know him, he never met him, he doesn't know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Although Bobrisky in that recording said that Falana allegedly represented him, and they were able to drop charges.
Mm-hmm.
EFCC dropped the charges of money laundering, and they only sentenced him to 6 months for abuse of the naira. So then you also have VDM went and testify. EFCC came out and said they don't know what he's talking about. Prison and the correction facility came out and said they were confused. So here we just want to dissect and spend some time talking about that and try to understand like what exactly is going on, like Nigeria, which way. I don't know. What are your thoughts, Shope? What do you think?
Well, the laws of Nigeria is different, and there's some things that people sue for that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. It's like people just trying to sue someone for anything, and especially these so-called new laws about spraying money is a crime, which doesn't really make no sense. So if someone's money, they want to spray it, they can spray it. They can do whatever they want to do with their money. Okay, there's no way you can abuse money, right? That you earned on your own. You went there, you work there and work out. You work hard for it. You sweat for it. It's your money. You do whatever you do to get it. Now you're gonna tell me how do I spend my money? How do I use my money? It's abusive. That does not make sense.
Yeah, thank you. That doesn't make sense. I feel like Bobrisky was being sampled out here because of his flamboyant lifestyle. They
Mm-hmm.
just try to make an example out of him. And the Naira is not even like, I mean, right now it's about 1,006, 1,070 dollar. It's like the Naira has that much value anyway. So I agree with you there.
Yeah, yeah. It's not like instance here in the states. The American dollars can be mistreated and do whatever they want to do with it. You know, people that use it to sniff, people that use it to just throw it in the bathroom or whatever. If you have it, you have it. You want to do anything to it, rip it apart, whatever you got to do is do it. It's just a piece of paper, right? That carry currency and carry weight, and when you have it, people do whatever they want to do with it. So for Nigeria to make that into a law to just spray the money is abusive. It doesn't make. There's a lot of things Nigeria should be focused on. All right, how to better your economy, how to create more jobs. They worried about money being, our money is being used by the owner of the money. It's not like they come to use your own money, you know. Just it doesn't make no sense to me. I just think it just the government trying to use that power in things that are on a necessary venue when they should be focusing on something better for the country instead of that nonsense.
Yeah, I agree with you because I remember growing up, they used to tell us that if you take a dollar, these
Mm-hmm.
are all those motivational speech way person don't hear. If you
Mm-hmm.
take a dollar, you spit on it, it's still a dollar. If
Still
you stamp on a dollar, it's still a dollar. If you throw
exactly.
it, fold it, put it inside the rain, still a dollar. Because dollar has its value. And back then they used to tell us for motivation that no matter whatever happened, we're still God's children. So I feel like the naira should be the same too. It still holds value. Nobody know whether naira is abused or not. But I want to move on to talk about the issue of corruption and like why did the prison department, why didn't they put allegedly, why didn't they put Bobrisky in jail? Because they came out and said that they were not sure They said they were not sure. Apparently, BobRisky had given some people money so that they put him in a VIP section or a VIP apartment. Everybody thought, the whole country thought he was in jail, but he was in a VIP area. So I don't know about that.
Right. With that, you say money talk now. When money is talking, everything's all those things is doesn't like Nigerians basically everybody you know can be easily because it's a corrupt system. You know, even though you're in the United States, they still do it too. There's people that have money and there's people that have privilege and all that kind of stuff that they treated different from others. So if you have the money and you are willing to bribe your way to get a lesser sentence, right? Then that's what you do. And I think like our police in Nigeria, like they call them Molokpa, you know, they've been corrupt for a long time. So it's going to take a whole lot of cleaning till we can get that department to straighten out. So definitely everybody in Nigeria knows with this situation, Bobrisky, or you guys call him Bobrisky, right? With that situation with him is that everyone knows that the police was bribed, and if you commit a crime here in the states, if whatever your gender is, that's where you're going. It doesn't matter if you got fake boobs, you got prick, you got all this stuff. It don't really matters. They take you where you're supposed to go, right? And they put you in there. So for them saying that they're confused sounds more kind of like a illiterate kind of a question. Pardon my words, but if you say they're confused, how could you be confused with that? You know the man is a popular man, right? In your own country, your time, you know who he is. You know he's a guy. Why would you be confused? Put him in jail. Whatever happened in jail is supposed to serve the time just like anybody else that break the law. You know.
Yeah.
Uh,
What do you make of PDD being put to harsh conditions in prison? Sean Combs, that is, even though he's a celebrity of high status. You were making a comment earlier that the law is indiscriminate here, like in the US.
mhm.
So how would you relate that to someone like Bob Risky, who is a big celeb in his own rights, but being able to buy VIP apartments?
Why the differences between PDD and Bobrisky is that the crime that Bobrisky committed, right, is a less of a offense. It's not something that carry that much of a weight, like the Nigerian trying to make the situation easy. I know it's called embezzlement because of he has a large amount with him, which is a crime, right? And but that's his money.
Oh, you mean money
But
laundering? Yeah,
yeah,
money laundering.
yeah. Sorry, I thought it was embezzlement, money laundry. Yes, yeah. So for him to have that on him, yeah, it's a crime. We do understand that, but with the situation with P Diddy, is that he is seen, right, as someone that can threaten the uh, the people that's filing claim over him. I mean, everybody trying to get paid with this situation. The people that's charging him for the crimes that he committed, the victims and everything. He can threaten them, and that's why they got him locked up because of the crime. And anything that girl would do with sex trafficking is a serious crime. So that's why they won't let him out. Soon that they created he even offered $50 million bond, a $50 million bond, and they turned it down. Right? That is crazy. That's like wow. No matter how much of money you got, money can't even do nothing. 50 million is nothing for a bond, and he's ready to put it up. He has it. He has offers to even put a house down and everything. They will because the situation with him is totally different from what this guy's want to say because he can. It was they say he's known to threaten the victims. So that's why.
Yeah, the victims.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a yeah. So I understand. I guess, uh, but is it because the crime is big, or is just a principle in the US that you can't buy justice with money?
Well, you can't buy justice with money here in the United States. That is true, but at the same time, you can see someone running away with it, like Donald Trump, for instance. He's getting away with it a lot. So
Mhm.
he's not paying because Trump is a guy that doesn't pays lawyers or anything. He's a very very conny man. He's a very con man. He don't pay. He's nothing. He don't pay nobody. I guess he just afraid of higher power, and the situation with Trump is because of his supporters that he has. Because they like this 71 million supporters, 73 million supporters that he has. It's a huge deal to the United States, and so they kind of like backing up or not to deal with him, because if they
Mhm.
lock him up and do something to him, they want to do is that they're afraid of the chaos he's going to cause.
Hmm.
Biden spoke the other day when they find out that Trump, when they asked him again if he lose the election, if he's gonna accept the election for what it is, he says maybe. So now that's another consign we again got worried about. If the man do lose the election again, he's gonna create another chaos, right? So it's not because people are afraid of him or dealing with him. It's just like the supporters that he has. That's the concern, and he's using the supporters to his advantage a lot. Like he's using supporters to get people in the Republican Party that went against him. He's making them lose seats. Like Liz Cheney,
It's Penny, yeah.
at senators that do speak against him. So everybody will just hush hush. Everybody can no don't want to lose their job. When for being working in the government body, when you lose that seat, it's hard for you to go back to regular life and trying to especially most people that get into that office by just getting voted because your state kind of liked you, but you really never really had the education of that level or that magnitude, or unless you created a kind of like a friendship or whatever donations, whatever you do in the community, you're well known. So once you're done with that, you can get a job at let me say an enterprise or something that I make you do something special for them. Apart from that, is that's why most people that is in politics, they tend trying to hold their seat as long as they can.
Yeah, I know. I agree with you there, and yeah, Trump is an exception to the rule, being the
Right.
president. But going back to the Nigerian discussion, there's also this lawyer Falana who is
Mhm.
trying to sue VDM. He said he's going to sue VDM because on that tape, VDM was playing the tape, which again, VDM is not the one that called his name, but
Mhm.
Risky told that other guy that borrowed him money that he's
Right.
talking to Falana and files and stuff like that. So I think I don't know. It's just something to if you are a human rights activist and you're fighting for justice,
Hmm.
would you be going after VDM that exposed it, or should you go after BobRisky, who is the one that called your name on the recording?
Well, he shouldn't go after anybody anyway, because the freedom of speech. There's nothing. I don't know if Nigeria. If we do we ever have freedom of speech in Nigeria?
Yeah, freedom
We
of
don't
speech.
have,
Yeah, that's freedom of
we,
speech.
for years we've been fighting for human rights. Fella don't always speak about it. But they say we have women human right. We're the human right day. We don't even get any right in Nigeria, just like a citizens. How you gonna be
Mhm.
walking down the street and police can see you and just smack you in the back head or whoop you or something like that? That's an abusive kind of life of society, and that's what we're living. So for me, as a common sense, I don't see why a lawyer like that of that magnitude be saying soon son because his name was mentioned. It's like it's like when we have a quarrel in our company and you just stand by just listen to what they're quarreling about and they mention your name, then you get mad like, oh, you mentioned my you want to get into the fight that have nothing to do with you first just because they just said your name. Now you're mad. That's what, as a professional lawyer, you shouldn't get himself involved in it. You should just let it play itself out. You are a very profound, well-known lawyer in Nigeria. So little things like that should even make you or trigger you for you to say, "Are you going to go sue because my name was mentioned?" Okay, everybody's name that's mentioned in the conversation that can sue that person. Oh, you said my name, so I'm gonna sue you. What kind of sense? So to me that doesn't make no sense. It doesn't make no sense
Yeah,
unless if his name is getting used to degrade him, or downgrade him, whatever the situation would be, or use in a way that's causing him damage in his profession.
practice. Yeah. Well, VDM. VDM said that. So VDM played the tape
Mm-hmm.
of BobRisky and this guy that he owes money, whatever. VDM
Mm-hmm.
now said, Falana, I cannot believe that even Falana. I don't want to believe because Falana is like a high, society guy. So
Yeah.
I think some people are saying that VDM should not have said, that Falana self. How can Falana, the whole Falana be involved in pain? So in a way, to your point, I think it's kind of derogatory, don't you think?
Uh, well, he has the right to express himself. He has the right to,
VDM, you mean?
yeah. He has the right to he has the right to like kind of give like that kind of vibe to his audience because he got to create this kind of atmosphere so people can watch it, but at the same time he might is yet to speak the truth, but it is still at the same time have to create an entertainment which makes people to come watch his come to his platform and watch his,
Yeah, actually, sorry to interrupt you.
yeah, and
Sorry to
listen.
interrupt you.
Go ahead.
You said something very important, which I think the gravity of attention that this case has because of that guy's name he mentioned. So to get that, so I completely agree with you. If he did not say, Falano, he was like, I cannot believe Falano is doing this. People are like, Falano, they now got involved. So in a way, there's an effect of that name, plus or minus. Go ahead.
Yeah, and you can see the reaction of it. You see what it costs. It costs more attention, so it draws more people to his platform to want to watch that.
Mm-hmm.
Come to his website and watch
The
the show
video.
and get more bigger audience. Just like
Mm-hmm.
Shonen Sharp, Sheshe, what he does with his interviews that he's doing with his celebrities. You see what the attention to bring everything that they say is become magnified. Like whoa, people start making false mean about this.
Exaggerate.
Yes, exactly. So
Mm-hmm.
to me, right, with the old deal, it's like I think um the lawyer is over his head on this because I'm a sue. I think it's over his head. I think it should be wiser than trying to say I'm gonna sue that guy. It should be but it's Nigeria. If you do sue as a big time lawyer, it probably will win. But to me, that stuff doesn't really make no sense or whatever. All probably says, okay, hey, give me an apology, and that's gonna slide. I don't like.
Well, he asked for an
But,
apology. He asked for
mhm,
an apology. We asked for an apology in 24 hours.
mhm.
And then he wants a VDM to retract everything he said in that video. He wants VDM to retract everything he said in that video and then give me a proper apology. He did ask for it, but I don't think VDM is going to. VDM is like, let's go to court. I'm a little fish. You are a big fish. I'll go to jail for 6 months. It's fine. I want to go to jail. If I'm getting punished for being revealing the injustice in the system, go ahead. Yeah.
Because yeah, he is right because he doesn't want him to try to sue him over a statement that's made that it doesn't even affect him in any kind of way or forms, right? So for him to interject himself into that kind of situation as a big man, you just look at it. That's what most celebrities I do. The one that was wiser,
Mhm.
people start making rumors about it. They don't speak about it. Sometimes you don't speak about it. There's no need to speak about it. You know who you are because the more you open your mouth and say something about something that you're not,
You give
when
him fire.
become more defined, and people like start like, maybe it's true. No, no. So it's better that they will say something. Sometimes it's not everything you need to comment on, even though it's about you. Sometimes you know who you are. Just let your silence, speak for you.
No, I agree with you. Look at this Chris Rock and Will Smith. I think Will Smith smacked Chris Rock, and Chris Rock didn't pursue a lawsuit. He could have, but it's like there's no need.
Yeah, yeah, yes, that's true because what you're gonna do? He has the money to pay for what? Will Smith have the money to pay if you do sue him. But that situation is they were friends anyway to begin with. They both were friends. Their families were friends. They hang out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know why Will Smith act that way. Maybe just got triggered, and that is a night that he already know is going to be his night. So I guess he just lost. But it's just something that could happen to anybody. And we're not gonna say we all perfect. We're not going to say I'm perfect, you perfect, whatever. Something could happen one day. You can just act stupid in front of a camera, and before you know it,
Mm-hmm.
you got that. So with Smith, yeah, he did mess up, but I know he already apologized openly about the situations and claimed.
Yeah, but Chris Rock didn't give it fire. He didn't go to a lawsuit. He didn't push it. He
Hmm.
just like whatever. So like your point you were saying, Falana, I mean, he didn't need to do nothing about it. I've
Right.
just sat out. You know,
Yeah,
there's no need to be making a big noise.
right. Chris Rock responded, used it as a comedy show, responded on it, and used it to make money too as well. He has a stand-up comedy that he did, so that's how he used it to get back. But yeah, that's all I can say about that. So that's
Yeah.
the
So, well,
if,
I guess my question is, what do you see about a way to fight corruption if there's corruption at every level in the society where somebody can pay 15 million naira and literally buy their freedom? Whereas poor man picking day prison, when no get money, they do time. But if you're a celebrity, you have money, you buy your way, you get out. I mean, is that really fair? Is that something that we continue to do? And what does that have on society, the impact?
well, to me that's fair. If you have the money, you buy yourself out because that's the rules, right? They give you a bond to make, right? They say
I
unless
don't think it's a bond.
okay, so if that's not a bond, then,
You're sentenced to jail. It's not bond. Bond is
okay,
before trial. You're waiting trial, right? I
okay.
guess.
I now understand that. I totally
Yeah.
understand saying that.
This
So
was it has to do time.
the question you asked me, the statement where you made this is like, okay, if you're offered to pay 15 million by the judge to get out of jail, or you do jail time, which most people do here over here. Yeah, either you pay the fine or you go to jail. So, but that's not the situation. The situation you already sentenced to jail. But why would they sentence him to jail, right? Without say, okay, you need to pay a fine. That should come with a fine. Pay the fine or go to jail because that's how the rules
No,
supposed
but I know,
to
but
work.
sometimes there's no fine. It's just jail time. There
Right,
are
but
some cases you do, it's just jail time. There's no fine. This one is one of those whereby there might have been a fine, maybe they paid the fine, but it's
mhm.
fine and jail time. So if there's and jail time, it's just jail time. When you do your time, there's no, don't you have to do your time.
Right, like he says for the other charges was dropped. So this the other one for him going to jail just spraying money, it doesn't make sense to me. That's baffling to me. It doesn't even uh like I don't know what they were thinking when they even come up with that law. So for him to do jail time for that as well as is madness,
To
right?
do jail time for spraying money.
Yeah, it's madness. Even though even though they go that's something that could have come with a fine. Let him pay
Yeah.
have the money, pay a fine. If not, you're gonna go sit in jail for a couple of days. You
Mhm.
know, um, that should take like less than 30 days or a
Mhm.
week. Why would this someone sit in jail for spraying money of nah Nigeria?
Well, I mean, the law is the law. We
The
can't
law-
make we are not a judge here. We're not trying to
I
make up.
know
We're not going to make any law here.
where there's something done day wrong with their head. Whoever come up with that law, something day wrong with their head. I know they did whatever thing, but that law is crazy. It's
I,
crazy.
I understand, but is it forget about the law for a minute? Is it okay? Is it fair to have a jail term of
Mhm.
6 months and then be like, let me talk to prison people, prison officers, let me buy my time with
No,
money?
yeah, like we said, yeah, that's the corruption we have in our country. That's
Mhm,
there's if you're given a jet time, you're supposed to serve the time.
mhm.
Then if you get laid out for being good, which they could play too, oh, he will lock them up for that, and he was so we're getting good time, and then we're out on the early release. But see, it's just corruption. Ain't nothing I can you and I know that
Mhm.
that's how that's the only way to survive in Nigeria. They put you in jail, then you pay this up, pay that one up to get out.
Yeah, and what I also want to say is that most of these judges and all these prison ward or officers, correctional officers, most of those guys, I mean, maybe they are making 100K a month or 200K a month. All of a sudden, somebody give them 20 million. Like that's more than the money they can make in their whole lives. I'm sorry to say, but so that's the government is underpaying them for the most part. Go ahead.
Right. I have something to speak on that. If a judge sentences someone to 6 months, is only the judge have the right to let that person go or shorten their sentence or say
Mm-hmm.
stay in an apartment. The police does not have the right to do that.
True.
The police, the police are supposed to do exactly what the judge say. So how the police got involved and put him in an apartment, and so they just undermine the judge or whatever the judge.
Yes, yeah, because there are three arms of government. There's the judiciary,
Right.
there's the legislative and the executive. So the executive is the police, they are the arm of the executive. So they are co-equal branch. The judiciary is the judge.
No.
When the judge is supposed to carry the sentence out,
Right. The
the
judge.
executive follow what the judge said.
Right. The judge sentence overpower the judiciary's executive, whatever
Yeah,
power.
yeah, no, the executive does not sentence, the judge does. So the
The,
judge has done their work.
but so now they have to serve it. That's
Yes.
they don't have. I don't know why the police think they have the power to shorten someone's sentence or release someone, unless the judge put there, okay, if they pay this bond or they pay this fine,
Yes,
let them out.
exactly.
But that man is supposed to still be in jail. You can't bribe. That's where corruption. That's where things check and balance doesn't work in Nigeria.
Yeah.
The police have that power to release you off a bond when the judge didn't say yes, unless the judge got involved. He got some of that money.
No, the judge, ain't no judge got involved. It's just the police corruption, like you said, the
And,
correctional facility.
but at the same time, we're talking about a celebrity that's big, that's well known. The judge is aware that this man is out of jail. I said to this man for 6 months. He's already out of jail. That's a
No, well, no, the judge didn't know because they put BobRisky in a VIP secret location and they told BobRisky not to come out until September 1 or January 1 or whatever the date was.
so technically it served the term.
Yes, and to everybody. Because what happened was when Bobrisky was going to jail, he went with a traveling bag. He had like all this nice stuff. A lot of paparazzi was like, "Oh, but you see this person, like this person, they go jail. They carry traveling bag. They carry this. When they came out, they look fatter. There was a nice, there was a nice car. The media, people were like, should this person go jail? Because when they go jail, they carry traveling bag. All the bags, see all the bag they carry as if they are traveling.
Mm-hmm.
So then there's another cross-dresser called James Brown, who allegedly during that time went to visit Bobrisky. So Bob Brown came out like 3 days ago and said that he never saw Bobrisky in jail. Before, like a month or two, this whatever, James Brown was like, "Oh, I saw Bobrisky, we hung out, whatever." But now, but the James Brown can't talk. Yeah, that he waited for 10 hours. Bobrisky was so busy that day in jail because he now knows he's being roped in. So,
Mm-hmm.
so like everybody's just coming and just like removing themselves from the whole scenario that I didn't see him because it's kind of like, and they asked Bobrisky. Bobrisky said he went to jail. It's just the whole story is just messed up. Nigeria story is all messed up. But anyway, as we kind of wrap up, I think I don't know, what's your final thoughts? What do you think? Like the whole future of the judicial system, correctional facilities, and what's your thoughts?
As is our system is I know we're still a baby in this situation. We are still corrupt. Not like not like we corrupt like was in other nations. There are more corrupt countries out there. So we still need to do better. There's no way. Let me just break it down. Everything we says. There's no way a lawyer should be interjecting himself and trying to sue someone because his name was mentioned or they say something a little bit about him. So that doesn't, to me, that doesn't make no sense. And for the police to undermine what the judge have done, after giving his sentence, is baffling to me. It's crazy. I don't,
Mhm.
I don't understand why would they do that. And the judge is aware of it, and he's not even saying anything about it or didn't come out and speak against it. You know,
Mhm.
because if a judge make um sentence someone, that sentence needs to be served, even though that person is a
Mhm.
celebrity. But the judge can also know that, okay, this is a celebrity person. Okay, I want him to be in this kind of location, keeping safe missions. Okay, that's for the celebrity lawyer to ask for that, to request that, to keep him away from the J population, to separate them. And that that can be done, right? That's what
Mm-hmm.
to do, right? Just like everybody is like if Trump or any celebrity go to jail, they don't mess with the you know, the popular whatever thing prison cell guys. They put them separately for maybe so they don't get hurt or get get killed
Mm-hmm.
because of their status. So yeah, those are the things they do here in the United States. So for them to put him in an apartment and lock him up there, it's okay, but he has to come from the judge to accept that. They just
Mm-hmm.
that's how one meant to be. Put him up separately from the prison population, or put him in so basically it's just like house arrest.
It is, yeah.
Just an house arrest. That's what and that's fine. That's fine as long as Washington.
But the judge, that's fine. But the judge needs to be the one to authorize that,
Yeah, the judge needs to be the one to authorize,
not the
right?
police.
Not the
Yeah,
police. That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah, yeah.
The
Got
judge
you.
one authorizing that, and the lawyer, his lawyer, had to be the one seeking that for his client.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. That's what we have for today. The case is still ongoing. VDM has come out and he's gone to the court of public opinion, soliciting sympathizers that I'm just trying to fight corruption here. Why is this man coming after me? So there are a lot of complications. Even Sean Kuti came out and was also saying some things that he didn't send VDM to say the way VDM said it. Never had the audio recording. So I mean, just a lot to unpack here. I just want to thank you guys for watching. Thanks for rocking with us. Thank you, Shopee, for being here tonight. We will catch you guys later. Hopefully this time next week. Peace out, and please subscribe if you haven't. Hit the like button and share this video with somebody that you think might find value in it. Thank you so much. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.